You're standing in the aisle, or more likely, you have two browser tabs open. On one side, the Ninja BG500A. On the other, the Ninja DG551. They look similar. They make the same promises of perfectly seared steaks and crispy, guilt-free fries. The price difference isn't astronomical, but it's there. So, what's the real story? Is the newer model just a facelift, or is there a meaningful upgrade that justifies the extra cash? Let me explain what separates them, how it affects the way you'll use them, and which one truly belongs on your countertop. Design and footprint. Here's what matters right out of the box: how this machine is going to look and fit in your kitchen. This is arguably the most significant difference between the two. Think of the BG500A as the original classic. It's a solid, robustly built machine with a design that is purely functional. Its body is a bit wider and more squared off, occupying a larger footprint on your counter. It has the presence of a serious piece of equipment, no apologies made. The finish is a classic Ninja dark gray and black, durable and meant to handle the heat. It's not unattractive, but its design language speaks more to power than to elegance. It's the kind of appliance that looks right at home, getting a little greasy and working hard. Then you have the DG551. Billed as the second-generation model, its aesthetic is immediately more modern and refined. The first thing you'll notice is its profile. It's narrower and slightly deeper, but it stands taller than the BG500A. This vertical design can be a huge space saver on a crowded counter, trading horizontal sprawl for vertical height. Make sure you measure the space under your cabinets, as that extra height could be a factor. The lines are softer, the shell is sleeker, and it often features stainless steel accents that give it a more premium look. It feels less like a utilitarian tool and more like a deliberate piece of kitchen design. The DG551 is meant to look good sitting out to complement a modern kitchen aesthetic. The bottom line is this: the BG500A is a powerhouse that sits on your counter. The DG551 is a powerhouse that was designed to belong on your counter. Functionally, they both need space, but the kind of space they command is different. One is a wide-shouldered brawler, the other a taller, leaner fighter. Cooking functions and performance. Let's get to the core of it, how they cook. If you're expecting a massive performance gap here, you're going to be surprised. Both the BG500A and the DG551 are officially 6-in-1 machines. They both grill, air crisp, roast, bake, broil, and dehydrate. Under the hood, they are powered by the same 17s and 60-watt heating element and the same cyclonic air technology that circulates superheated air up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. What does this mean for your food? It means that when it comes to the finished product, you would be hard-pressed to tell the difference. A steak seared in the BG500A will have the same beautiful grill marks and juicy interior as one from the DG551. Chicken wings, air crisped in one, will be just as golden brown and crunchy as in the other. Their ability to roast a small chicken, bake potatoes, or broil a couple of salmon fillets is, for all practical purposes, identical. They preheat quickly, they hold their temperature steadily, and they deliver consistent results. So if your decision is based purely on whether one cooks objectively better than the other, you can relax. They are equals in the arena. The performance is baked into the Ninja Foodi Grill DNA, and both of these models have it in spades. The real decision-making factors lie elsewhere. The smart thermometer advantage. Here is the great equalizer. The single feature that elevates both these grills from good to truly great is the inclusion of the Foodi Smart Thermometer. This isn't just a gimmick, it's a fundamental change in how you cook protein. Both the BG500A and the DG551 come equipped with this intelligent probe, and it works exactly the same way on both. You simply insert the thermometer into your steak, chicken breast, or pork loin, and plug the other end into the jack on the side of the grill. Then, using the control panel, you tell the machine what you're cooking and select your desired level of doneness, from rare to well done. That's it. You walk away. The grill heats, sears, and cooks, all while the thermometer provides a constant, real-time feed of the internal temperature to the grill's brain. Once the food reaches the perfect temperature, the grill automatically shuts off the cooking cycle and alerts you. This completely removes the guesswork, the constant checking, the anxiety of overcooking an expensive cut of meat. It's what allows you to confidently serve a medium-rare steak that is perfectly pink from edge to edge, or a chicken breast that is juicy and safe to eat every single time. Since both models offer this identical, flawless system, it becomes a wash in a head-to-head comparison. It's a massive point in favor of both grills when compared to competitors, but it does not separate them from each other. If the smart thermometer is the feature drawing you to a Ninja grill, rest assured that you get the full, uncompromised experience with either the older or the newer model. It's a truly game-changing piece of tech that delivers perfect results, regardless of the chassis it's built into. User experience and controls. How does it feel to actually use these machines day to day? Here, the generational divide starts to show again. The BG500A features a control panel that is very straightforward and button-driven. You have separate buttons for each function, temperature and time, with a clear, bright digital display. It's intuitive in a very classic way. You press the grill button, you set your temp, you set your time, you hit start. It's simple, effective, and there's virtually no learning curve. It feels like a tool. Every button has a clear and immediate purpose. The DG551, in keeping with its more modern design, features a more streamlined interface. It often uses a single dial or a combination of a dial and fewer buttons to cycle through the functions, temperatures, and times on its digital screen. It's a cleaner, more minimalist look that many people prefer. The workflow is just as simple, but it feels a bit more fluid and integrated. Think of it as the difference between an older car dashboard with a button for everything and a new car that consolidates many functions into a single command dial and screen. Neither is inherently better. It's purely a matter of preference. Some people love the tactile, one-to-one feedback of individual buttons. Others prefer the cleaner look and smooth feel of a control dial. Both are clear, responsive, and easy to read. The DG551's interface just feels like the newer piece of technology that it is, a small but noticeable quality of life refinement. Capacity and power. When it comes to feeding a family, power and size are non-negotiable. On this front, the BG500A and DG551 stand shoulder to shoulder. As mentioned, both are driven by a formidable 1760-watt power unit. This high wattage is the engine behind their impressive performance, allowing them to preheat in a matter of minutes and to generate the intense 500 degrees Fahrenheit heat needed for a genuine sear, locking in juices and flavor. There is no power advantage to be had by choosing one over the other. This parity extends to their cooking capacity. Both are designated as XL models. In practical terms, this means the grill grate is large enough to comfortably fit up to 6 steaks, a half-dozen burgers, or a main protein alongside a vegetable side. The included crisper basket, used for air frying, is also generously sized, holding up to 2 pounds of French fries. This XL capacity makes both grills incredibly versatile for weeknight family dinners or for entertaining a few guests. You aren't just cooking for 1 or 2 here. You can easily produce a full meal for a family of 4. Because both the cooking surface area and the internal volume are essentially identical, there is absolutely no difference in how much food you can cook at one time. So, if your primary concern is feeding a hungry household, you can consider it a dead heat. Both grills deliver the same impressive power and the same family-friendly capacity. Which one should you buy? So, after all that, the decision rests on a simple question. What do you value most? Let's break it down. The cooking performance, the core technology, the smart thermometer, the power, and the capacity are identical. The food you make in a BG500A will taste exactly like the food you make in a DG551. Here's the bottom line. You should buy the Ninja Grill BG500A if you are a pragmatist. If your primary concern is performance and value, and you are less concerned with kitchen aesthetics, this is your grill. It delivers every ounce of the cooking power of its successor, likely at a lower price point. You get the same brilliant smart thermometer and the same XL capacity. If you see an appliance as a tool to get a job done, and you're perfectly happy with a slightly bulkier, classic design, the BG500A is the smart, no-nonsense choice. It's a proven workhorse that will not disappoint. On the other hand, you should buy the Ninja Grill DG551 if you value design and refinement. If your kitchen has a modern aesthetic and you want an appliance that complements it, the DG551's sleeker, taller, and more premium-looking design is the clear winner. The space-saving vertical footprint can be a major advantage in tight spaces, and the refined control interface is a pleasant touch. You are essentially paying a small premium for a thoughtful redesign and a better-looking package that contains the exact same powerful engine. If how an appliance looks and feels on your counter is just as important as how it cooks, the DG551 is the right investment.